Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello, everyone. This is Jarvis Scott with What's Happening Birmingham. Today, I have the honor and pleasure. I got Christian Ronalds and Nancy Camara. They're here to talk about this great event that they're coming up, that they have going on August 23rd at Railroad Park, and it's called the first annual End It Now, Love Shouldn't Hurt March to End Violence. I like that theme, that name to it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us on here. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, and we are very happy that we can offer this to the greater Birmingham area because End It Now is an international program that is put on by our church, our World Church, and it is against all forms of violence, and especially domestic violence and human trafficking. And as you said, love shouldn't hurt. And we want to just sensitize the public to the dangers of violence and domestic violence and human trafficking, because we know that education is a very, very valuable way to help people keep themselves and their families safe.
Yes. So Nancy, like I said, I like the theme of the event. I kind of like some of the different family activities you all got going on during this event as well.
Yeah, we're trying to make it a family fun day to increase the awareness. So it's going to be child friendly, even though it's not necessarily a child topic. And we have we're working on pulling together a lot of activities, especially for the children. All day long, we'll have live music, we'll have guest speakers and door prizes. For children, we have several activities. The Tuscaloosa Barnyard is going to come with a petting zoo. We have a bouncy moonwalk scheduled to be brought out. There'll be a Storytown booth, a Color Me Happy booth. The fighters will be there with a fire truck for part of the day. We're going to provide, we've got a lot going on, a picnic in the park. We'll be providing the lunch. Culver's is one of our sponsors, and they're going to be providing a scoop of their frozen custard for people. So it'll be a fun thing. There'll be additional booths where you can get all types of information. We'll have a health check booth where you can come get your blood pressure checked or your blood sugar, a printed page and prayer booth where you can come and someone will pray with you and share uplifting materials. Our Pathfinders are going to be sharing all kinds of information about their program for young people, women's ministries. If you're familiar with the Well House, which helps with rehabilitating trafficked women, they're going to be there and have some information to share too.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Sorry, if I may, I think Nancy mentioned, there's going to be a lot of free food available for the public, and everything is free. The entire program is free. There's no cost whatsoever. And the food is free. So, I'm kind of excited about that.
Now, one thing I like about what you all got is safety fingerprinting.
Yeah, we're working on getting that arranged for the police department. We'll be taking care of that.
Yeah, I think that's very important because a lot of times when sometimes children get abducted, they need to have that type of information just in case, unfortunately, something happened, they can be able to, identify.
Correct. They can be identified, or it can also help in a recovery situation. It can assist with that too.
Okay, so where can somebody go for, I know you say registration is not required, but where someone can go if they want more information about the event?
I have put together a Facebook page.
Okay.
And it's if you go, there's more than one End It Now Facebook page. So if you go to Facebook and space and then spell out the word Birmingham, you'll get to our page that's local.
Okay.
Yeah. Facebook, Birmingham End It Now, because there's a mobile End It Now too, and there's an international End It Now. So this one is Birmingham End It Now.
And one thing I like about this event is it's the Saturday right before football season. So, in Alabama, it's like, woof, from September on, it's like every Saturday is football. But you all had this at the perfect time, and I like to call it. And everything. So
Yeah, we didn't want to take a chance there to interrupt anyone's football, because like you said, football is a passion, and it's an important one too. So
well, I definitely feel like this is a very worthwhile event. So everybody please come check it out. Saturday, August 23rd, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Free family activities. I like that. And like I said, plenty of free food.
free food.
And everything. And everybody gets, I see you get an official t-shirt from it as well.
If I can share, one of the reasons we think this is so important is it affects such a large portion of our community. Nearly every family is impacted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of people realize that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 4 men endure abuse at the hand of their partners. And 4% of women and 32% of women are affected by emotional abuse.
Uh-huh.
And as young people, 1 in 3 girls, 1 in 13 boys will experience sexual abuse before the age of 18. And that's most often done at the hands of somebody that they trust and is close to them. And so if people are aware of that, that is a type of abuse that's easily prevented. So prevention is our first line of defense. And that's really what we're trying to do, is get out there and make people aware to keep people safe.
Yeah, that's so true that most of the time when it comes to homicides, even in the city of Birmingham, it's like most of it's domestic related. Somebody not just some stranger.
And in addition to that too, if I may add, I think we're all aware that human trafficking is a growing problem in our area, in our community. And surprisingly, you'd be surprised how much of a difference it can make just to make people aware of its existence, its growth, and how it works. And if you put the information in families and in a young person's mind, it may just sensitize them to the fact that this is not a good option. It may seem like it's a good option at the time with all that I'm going through, but there are better options.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those crimes where it's kind of like it's in, I wouldn't say plain sight, but like you said, you wouldn't see it unless you
hidden. Really hidden. The average age of entry into human trafficking is 14 to 17 years. And these human traffickers, they literally put predators into high schools that pretend to be someone's boyfriend, and they get them to trust them, and then they lure them in. Before they know it, they're caught, and they'll take away their identity, their driver's license, identity, or whatever, so that it's almost impossible to get away.
And of course, they build upon the guilt that this person who is actually a victim, but they don't realize that they're a victim, and they build upon that guilt that they're feeling to create secrecy. They make them think that if they report or if they let someone else know what they're going through, then they're the ones who are going to face consequences, when in truth and in fact, they are the victim.
It's an over $150 billion a year industry, and 40% of it occurs right here in the Southeast. I-20 is one of the major corridors for transporting these victims.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you all for coming on today to kind of tell us about this great event, and also, bring awareness to this, because it's definitely, this with that human trafficking, it's just in plain sight. A lot of this goes on, and also the domestic violence. That's a whole nother subject too. So everybody, please check out this event on Saturday, August 23rd at Railroad Park. Thank you all for watching. Please check out what'shappenedbirmingham.com for more interviews. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the audio version. It's on Apple Podcasts. I'm also on TikTok at What's Happening Birmingham. Thank you all again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.